Hello, my name is Volkmar, Völzke Success Maximizer, mentor and coach, and welcome to this short video about your personal success maximization or optimization, you could say. So this is an almost weekly impulse that I want to give into your life, into your business, to become better every week. And if you become better 1% every week, you are twice as good after almost 70 weeks, so less than 1.5 years. That was mathematics. We come today to a topic that is a bit personal confession, or at least I start out with a personal confession. And this is, I hate uncertainty. Me, myself, I hate uncertainty. I grew up in an environment where certainty was very important, so we all lived up to that standard that we want certainty, so I also do as well. The thing is this, it doesn't help very much in becoming much more successful. So it's very often in the way to becoming more successful. And if you are a leader, a business leader, that's even then multiplied. So you are living this as a role model, and your hate of uncertainty, that you always try to create the greatest certainty, will also have an effect that it limits the capabilities of the entire organization. So everything must be strict, everything must be limited, and this is not good, because this is a side effect of if you hate uncertainty. And I want to give you three indicators, that might be as I said, an indicator for that you have uncertainty, even if you don't know that you don't like uncertainty, if you know what I mean. So it's very strong to say, okay, maybe I have difficulties to deal with it, and then in the next video I will give you some ideas on how you can deal with becoming more comfortable with uncertainty, because there are some techniques. Almost everything can be trained, as I always say, so also this. But today, first three indicators that are quite maybe I guess eye-opening. And number one, if you have difficulties to trust anybody or many people, if you are a kind of leader or even just a colleague in an organization saying, I do it all myself because I don't trust anybody, and this is an indication that you don't like uncertainty, because if you trust other people, you face uncertainty. They don't deliver to your standards, they deliver better than your standards, they deliver better than yourself, they do something else, they come up with other solutions. And if you trust people, it's very hard. You need also to trust how they're doing things and to which results they are coming. So if you don't trust people, if you have difficulties with that and say, I cannot trust anybody, nobody is doing it to my standards, it's a strong indication you hate uncertainty. And this is already an epiphany for many. In my coaching, if you come up with this correlation and say, okay, it might be a thing that we need to work on your level, how you accept uncertainty. Because if you don't, you will always mistrust people, because people create uncertainty in your life. Makes sense, right? So it's an indicator, and say, basically, it's not about trusting or not trusting. It's about, I need to work on my level that I accept uncertainty. Or ambiguity, you could also say, right? Another word for this. So that's the first indicator, not trust of people. Number two, a very strong indicator, is you delay decisions frequently. And many leaders do this. I'm working with quite a number of leaders, and many leaders have this tendency to delay decisions. And you could always say, why is this? I mean, they're capable. Intellectually, they're capable. We analyze, we then should decide. They're not deciding very often because they hate uncertainty. But because what does it mean? At least on the surface, it means when I decide, I go into a tap into the water of uncertainty. I don't know what's coming afterwards. The fact is, just what many people overlook is that even if I don't decide, I'm also in uncertainty. But that's not so much in the mind. So we think we have more certainty when we stay where we are and not decide to move somewhere. So there's some truth in that. And the key indicator, when you have difficulties with decision making, I bet you have a challenge with your uncertainty level that you accept in your life. And then we would work on increasing your uncertainty level. By the way, of course, we can work on that. I'm just mentioning the coaching as well. Of course, it's very helpful to have a coach, if it's me or somebody else, to work with you on this uncertainty level. That just said, of course. Then I said there are three indicators I want to mention. So this was number two, your level of trust, your level of decision making. And number three, you have a difficult time to accept advice by anybody. I know people like this, and of course maybe you are as well. We all have at times some difficulties to accept advice. If you are frequently having difficulties and know it all better, you hate uncertainty. This is behind this. Because accepting advice means for you as well getting out of your comfort zone. Thinking, oh, I didn't see it this way. Maybe this video is already for you out of the comfort zone. You already want now to switch it off and say, this is all not what I accept. Your level of uncertainty is not high enough that you accept, because I create uncertainty in you. Do you get it? Maybe you switched it off now. If you are still with me, I hope you are. And I mean with all love and respect to you. I mean, we have all things that we can improve, and this is an interesting aspect I find that many people never address really. So I hope that helps you, serves you. In the next video, as I said, I will come with some ideas how you can deal with this, to not leave you alone with this diagnosis, but also say, okay, what you can do with it in a short video. And until then, each day, go out and drive your success with passion. Your Volkmar Völzke.